Today, we are stepping into one of the most fragile fault lines in relationships, the space between acceptance and correction. Some say, if you love me, then you will accept me the way I am. And others say, because I love you, then I must correct you. So what do we do when love wants to hold both? And what happens when this tension shows up in our most intimate relationship? Let's talk about it. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a partner who keeps tweaking you, not in a cute, helpful way, but in a constant, exhausting way, where every day feels like a performance review? Or maybe you're the one that has been frustrated, feeling like your love is being weaponized as a shield against feedback and change. At some point, love in its rawest form always hits the wall. Do I accept you like this? Or do I need you to grow into someone else? And here's the tricky part. Sometimes the things we want to correct in our partner isn't actually wrong. It's just different. Dami and Ife have been married for 5 years. They love each other. They pray together. They go on date nights. They parent together. But there's a growing tension. Something that cannot be easily resolved with a Bible verse or a counseling session. Dami, the husband, has been struggling with how Ife dresses. He finds her style plain. He wants more curves, more boldness, more skin. To him, sexiness is part of the attraction. And in his mind, her outfit does not reflect the kind of sensual, confident woman he desires. But Ife, she's not trying to be frumpy. She's just comfortable. She likes clean, minimalist aesthetics. She values modesty, but also doesn't feel the need to dress up for everyday life. And honestly, she's tired of feeling like she's not enough, just as she is. What started as an innocent comment, babe, you should wear something tighter. Why don't you wear heels once in a while? Has now turned into emotional distance and awkward silences during intimacy. They are stuck because neither of them is entirely wrong, but neither of them feels fully seen either. On the surface, this may look like a fashion or libido issue, but at the core, it's a question of acceptance versus correction. Dami feels like Ife is not putting in the effort, like he has to beg to be attracted. Ife feels like Dami is asking her to perform, like her body and her style have become a canvas for his fantasy. This is where a lot of couples get it wrong. We assume that loving someone means they should want to please us all the time. And we assume that being loved means we shouldn't have to change. But love is more complex than that. Sometimes, love asks, can I be honest about my needs without erasing your identity? Can I hear your desire for me without feeling unworthy? Let us also talk about cultural expectations layered into this. For many men, especially in African or conservative cycles, part of their idea of a desirable wife is tied to appearance. They are socialized to believe their wives should look a certain way, even if they don't hold themselves to the same standards. And for many women, especially those raised with modesty as a virtue, dressing sexy feels less like liberation, but more like compromise. We are not just navigating personalities, we are navigating programming, and that makes correction and acceptance even more complicated. So what does love look like here? Love says, I see you, I see me, and I want us to both feel chosen. Maybe Ife can experiment with a new style, not because she feels coerced, but because she wants to meet Dami where he is. And maybe Dami can learn to celebrate her as she is, not because he's giving up, but because he's expanding his definition of beauty. This isn't about clothes, it's about connection. Real love finds a way to say, I want more from you, but I won't make you feel like less. So here's the big question I'll leave you with. Is your desire for someone to change rooted in love or in control? And on the flip side, is your resistance to change rooted in freedom or in fear? Love is not always comfortable, but it is kind. And the most beautiful relationships are the ones in which acceptance and growth don't cancel each other out, but call each other higher. This is Authors and Agendas, where we don't just talk love, we dissect it. Until next time.